God, I can't work like this. I need an assistant, or maybe a really strong drink. Greetings, pop culture geeks and all you underappreciated showbiz fans. Welcome to the channel that brings you all the entertainment news and hot takes Hollywood doesn't want you to hear. If you want to hear about all things pop culture and entertainment, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button now. Do it. Do it now. Well, it's been some time since I've done a dive into the deep end of the Hollywood headline pool, and I'm dipping my toe in again after some interesting developments have caught my eye coming out of old Tinseltown. It seems the tide of public opinion has turned and the winds of change have pleasantly shifted in Hollyweird. You see, once upon a time, you couldn't swing a dead cat at a Hollywood premiere without hitting some activist artiste with an axe to grind and an overt, obnoxious, preachy, often hypocritical, and downright brainless opinion nobody asked for. No, I'm not advocating for swinging dead cats, it's a saying, you chuckle nuts. Recently, however, activism and political grandstanding have taken a backseat to simply promoting a movie. With the Golden Globes and Mark Ruffalo notwithstanding, many in Hollywood have grown strangely reluctant to take the bait from the mainstream media and wax political. Take a recent press conference at the Berlin Film Festival for the film Sunny Dancer, where a typical insufferable journalist decided he would deviate from all these boring Hollywood questions to ask actor Neil Patrick Harris a question about a topic that had nothing to do with anything at the film festival.
I have a question to the director, George, and maybe Neil or Bella. I was wondering if you guys consider your art political, and if so, how can movies these days help fight the rise of fascism in Europe and America?
Well, I think we live in a strangely algorithmic and divided world right now. And so as artists, I'm always interested in doing things that are apolitical because we're all, as humans, wanting to connect in some way. That's why we experience things together.
Now, to Neil's credit, he didn't take the bait on this one. He spoke from his heart, and more importantly, he kept the topic about the film. It's strange to talk about a film at a film festival, I know, but hey, Neil just might be onto something here. He wasn't the only celebrity to be accosted by an overzealous journalist. Earlier in the day, Michelle Yeoh had been asked by a reporter about the current state of the US, likely referring to the tense political and social climate in the country. Yeoh said, quote, "I don't think I am in the position to really talk about the political situation in the US, and also I cannot presume to say I understand how it is. So, best not to talk about something I don't know about." Wise words. Yeoh, who is Malaysian and primarily lives in Switzerland but is well known for starring in a host of high-profile US projects, added that she wanted to, quote, "concentrate on what is important for us, which is cinema." Bravo, Michelle. For actors, writers, and filmmakers, cinema is the most important thing, not some imagined crisis or flavor of the week's social justice cause. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion on something, but as the late great James Caan once said, nobody should give a shit about an actor's opinion on politics. Now, all this makes one wonder if Hollywood has finally gotten the message. Audiences don't want to be told what to think, how to act, or who they should listen to. They want to be entertained, pure and simple. Whether it's a half-hour sitcom, a 3-hour epic blockbuster, or an afternoon at a theme park, people simply want an escape from the stress and responsibilities of life. They don't need nor want to be reminded of some current-day ideology or political theater when all they're asking for is a few moments of blissful escapism. Of course, that raises the question, is there room for politics in entertainment? Certainly, movies and television shows of the past have been allegories for modern-day issues, but they've always conveyed these issues in service to the story, not the other way around. Modern-day Hollywood has been plagued with activism and writing that only serves to push an agenda, betrays the legacy of a franchise, ignores good storytelling, and completely alienates the audience. With celebrities like Neil Patrick Harris and Michelle Yeoh putting the emphasis on storytelling and collective entertainment, it appears that at least some in Hollywood have gotten the message to, well, dial back the message. Let's hope it's a trend that catches on in the rest of Hollywood and beyond. Well, my fellow geeks, that's all the news and opinions I've got for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't, I hope I've at least given you something to think about. Y'all keep it nerdy, and I'll catch you in the next one.